So welcome guys to day number 2 of our Pacific playoff coverage, as I like to call it. Well, it is going to be a snippet of what's to come in Contenders Trial. My name's Daks, and welcome guys to our day 2 broadcast. So to start things off, there you go already. We can see that it is going to be NNT-Kingdom versus BAYABA into the next matchup. Now, there is a little bit of an issue in terms of the broadcast, so we're going to be making sure that we're looking to confirm if we are going to be able to broadcast any more games today. So basically, this is our only confirmed match of today, ladies and gentlemen, and hopefully we can do a little more. We can do the other games, but unfortunately they did refuse. Half of the squads did refuse our broadcast, so we'll see. We'll be seeing what it's gonna be. But anyway, you can honestly think of it as a finals right now between the number 2 seed and the number 1 seed. Whoever wins this is gonna be in the top 4, and that means they are gonna get that cash prize. It doesn't even matter if you're number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. All of you, all the top 4 are gonna be reaching for that $450 prize pool. And you know, it's the first time that Open Division is actually giving out money like that. So we'll be seeing what is going to be in store for us in just a bit. In the meantime, the lobby being set on up and everything else. So we'll be right back. We're just going to be getting ready into our game. So welcome back guys, and seems like the lobby is all set up and ready to go. We are going to get NNTK on the left hand side, and it is going to be BAYABA on the right. So it's going to be an interesting one. We are going to start things off on Ilios, and like I've been saying before, this is the match that matters. This is the match that will really count, due to the fact that whoever takes this match will be going home with that cash prize split. Gonna be into that top 4, looking to do even better into this bracket. And these two teams have met before. The last time they did, BAYABA was able to take the win 3-0 in the regular season, as far as I remember. And I believe there was a previous tournament in Korea all the way back in December where BAYABA was able to beat NNTK at the finals itself. So this is going to be a grudge match. This is going to be do or die. This is going to be redemption here for NNTK. And are you guys excited and ready to go? It looks like we are going to get our map confirmation, and it is going to be the blue and white of Ilios right there. And anyway guys, it seems like it's gonna be time to get into this one. I'm really excited. I'm hoping, just want to see how this matchup is gonna go. And who's going to be playing for either side? We got Pro Main Tank. We also have Cocaine Love, Carnival, William, Coca Ball, and Respect here for the side of NNTK. In the meantime, here for the red-hand side of BAYABA, it seems like it is going to be the roster from yesterday as well. And who is that into this one? We have Arpen, we have Bono, we also have Amgo in, actually, Aki. There is going to be Naruto, and finally, we also have our... Who is this guy? Is this... I don't think I've seen this guy before. Oh, it's Chongsal. Chongsal, rather. There you go. So it's Chongsal and to the red-hand side. So there you go. BAYABA looking to get prepped, looking to get ready into this game. And yeah, it's a sunny afternoon, so you guys know what that means. We're going to be looking to make sure that everything is a-okay. But it's now into the match we go. Map number 1, gonna be of the control type. And looking for that Kingdom Fill action. Here we go into the matchup we go. And as we enter into Ilios, flashbacks of the previous day, just how hype BAYABA has been on stream. Big shoutouts to NNT-K for finally relenting and getting into the action as well. Let's move into well. It is going to be a starting point with a hole in the middle. So welcome back, guys, and it seems like we are going to be getting started in just a minute. While the teams are prepping on up, well, we're going to be checking out the map pool yet again. Seems like it is just going to take them a little bit to load on and making sure that everything is a-okay in that aspect. But by this point in time, we'll see. Pro main tanker, Kane Love, Carnival, William, Cocoball, and Respect on the blue hand side. In the meantime, it's Arpen, Bono, as well as Amgyo, Aki, Naruto, and finally, Chongsang. So, interesting enough, no Gyukyuki today. The Doomfist Genji specialist not going to be playing into this one. Amgyo actually coming on back. And I'm very interested to see what kind of composition, what kind of roster the side of BAYABA will be fielding. Seems like the game is ready to get started. And now it's going to be time to get into the action right here, right now. Amgyo, Naruto, and Chongsal. Those 3 Korean names going to be popping up in the broadcast from time to time. But anyway, it's time to get into, well, it's time to get into this game. It's time to get into the matchup itself. So here for the side of NNT-K, we haven't been able to see much of them, but it's going to be time to expose the number 2 seed, looking to knock the crown of BAYABA. Both sides are in the lower bracket. Whoever loses here gonna get eliminated. Whoever wins gonna be able to take that cash prize. And looking into the rosters by this point in time, here we go. Pro main tank and Cocaine Love gonna be playing that dive. It's a full dive actually here from NNT-K. They are gonna be looking to use the environmental, use the movement on this map as much as possible. And on the flip side, it's gonna be Arpen and Bono, or Risa actually, as well as the Wrecking Ball. BAYABA will be looking to set things up already. In the meantime, here we go with the 2 Hammonds fighting each other. Leap on in favor from Pro main tank. In the meantime, Amgyo gonna be on that Genji itself. And here comes the pile driver. Cocaine Love gonna be sleep darted here and now. Aki gonna get that takedown along the way. It seems like BAYABA gonna be stabilizing with this Orisa. Interesting enough, they are playing on the offside. They are playing on the edge, where it is a lot safer to stay away from the well. But where is Arpen in all of this? He's creeping closer and closer to the opposite end. It seems like BAYABA had a different plan in mind. They were gonna go try and fight on the north hand side, saw the dive instead, and adjusted their plan accordingly. Anyway though, into the match we go as we've said. And we also have a Brigitte here and now for Naruto. Looking for some stun action, gonna be pretty potent if the Genji and Tracer are too close to the shield bearer. And right now, Carnival skating along, sees the Orisa already. Bono gonna be looking for a swing of things, but he's a little too far off to actually get anything done. Arpen in the meantime, we saw a huge Reinhardt play from him yesterday. This time onto the Orisa we go. And this is very different actually here from BAYABA. Did they actually save some strats for today? Or will this be something a little different to start things off? Warm-up is key. And we've seen that BAYABA takes a little while to get going into the matches we've had yesterday. But Arpen getting that halt on. On the flip side, there you go, NNT-K gets the retake. So by this point in time, there's going to be progress going here for the dive composition. They found the opportunity to get on over to the other side. And now with the pulse bomb available here for Cocoball, Respect having get that boost as well. There's going to be a lot of ultimates for this dive composition. But the 2 Korean squads looking to face off yet again. Arpen right now going on to the right hand side. I'm still wondering why he's refusing to go to the left. It might just be too telegraphed here and now from BAYABA. But William going to be showing he is the only one staying alive. There you go, 2 slices on board. Aki as well as Naruto going down sound barrier here from Carnival. Gonna go for the beats after the beatdown. This is NNT-K cashing out 4 ultimates used in that engagement. Not a bad way to go. They're still keeping up with the mines as well as Pro Main Tank's Primal Rage. And overall, with Cocaine Love now ready with the mines, jot a little bit of the top up, you can really see how quickly the supports can charge up ultimates, especially on Respect's side. Now on the other end, it is going to be Amgo holding on to that Dragon Blade as well. Still BAYABA going to be looking for the projectile specialist even without the previous DPS player. Anyway, no minds are set on up already. Pro main Sam with a leap on in. Amgo though with a slice and dice action onto one. Catching out respect. Bono even getting the poop onto William. And by this point in time, BAYABA having a 2-1 advantage, brawling already. Pro main Sam into the air we go. Primal Rage available, but not gonna use it as of yet. Here comes the Dragon Blade right now from BAYABA. Gets a cut onto Carnival. It's gonna be a party here and now. And it is the Winston gate crashing along the way. Pro main tank not gonna be looking so pro right now. Will fall on over. Arpin actually taking care of Coco Ball. And speaking of the ball, Cocaine Love dropping William falling over to his counterparts. And BAYABA waking up, getting back into this one. 87% to 46. If BAYABA loses this point, it is going to be a one-class scenario. Very, very difficult for them to actually go for the retake with that percentage. So they will look to hold all the way. In the meantime, NNT-K, Pulse Bomb coming online here for Coco Ball. It might be a good stick or two. We'll see if the Tracer can actually get the pick off that they're looking for. On the flip side though, Pulse Bomb right now, looking around. Here we go with a stick, onto the wall, doesn't get much on Naruto, but Aki gets the headshot instead. Tracer goes down, William though with a dash on in. Shuriken's being tossed as well, and here comes Ango. Nana boosted up, safely getting the play on that. But this might be a very awkward play, he sees no targets. But BAYABA a little too desperate into this one, and it's a 2-for-1 trade here for NNT-K. Good zone play there. Just ignoring the Genji, leaving him on the dust. And Bono, the only one left, will get the DMX. Self-destruct forced on that. No shield play whatsoever. But in the backline, Bono gonna be able to get that remake on. Aki now charging the Dead Eye. And was that a sleep dart? Was that a sleep dart onto Bono? Shooting him into the well. What a toss there from Respect. And William right now with that Dragon Blade. He's looking for a cut to find the target. Still though, overtime ticking away. NNT-K with the retake here. And by this point in time, whoever can get the capture will take the victory. It's pretty obvious here and now. But BAYABA gonna have the opportunity to actually get the touch because Arpin, the sneakiest Orisa of them all, unspotted. Sleep Dart coming there, and into the supercharger we go. No real targets though. Damage boost not affecting much. But Arpin, the track god, gonna be able to take care of Respect instead. Here we go right now with the rally from Naruto. It's a 2-1 trade so far. Looking good here for BAYABA. The Doomfist getting the punch off the Coco Ball, and there you go, Amgo, just shooting, taking care of everyone, punching spines. And in the meantime, sees Pro Main Tank. The Primal Rage here from the Winston, not as effective as you would expect on this map. And there you go. BAYABA takes the first one. Good warm-up for them, for me, for everyone. Let's get into our second round. So welcome back guys, and as you all know, top 8 of Contender Trials all filled up with Korean teams. We have 7 full Korean teams and 1 team with 1 Chinese player who actually showed up so well on stream yesterday. That was Bible Black, if I am not mistaken, but now we are going to be into Ruins. And people have been saying, I've seen a bunch of posts actually, people have been saying that this is OD Korea 2, that Pacific is getting shafted by the region up. Yes, I completely agree, but at the same time, you know, these teams have shown that they do have the skill to back up their game. And it's very interesting. Of course, we can talk about all about the latency, all about the region, but let's just appreciate the game right now between these two teams. And I believe NNT-K and BAYABA, the number 2 seed and the number 1 seed respectively, will give us such a good show to build on. Control point now, looking to get activated. NNT-K still playing the dive composition, but in behind they have swapped things over. Brig, McCree, more on stabilizing, more on getting some CC on. Flashbang and the shield bash, 2 sources of the sun. Arpin in the meantime playing that Winston. Here we go though with Soundwave, and Chongsal gonna get that takedown onto William. Here comes Alicia hugging the right hand wall, but Coco Ball actually fragging out, sees the sleeping Diva. A while ago we saw Diva fall into the well. I believe that was such a good sleep dart being tossed onto poor Bono. Seems like he's still the target, but what is that? Chongsal already ready for the sound barrier. 20% and counting, gets the beat, and that is what kind of ultimate timing here from this Lucio. A quick shield bash in, a quick push, a quick sound barrier allows them to just punish with impunity. So 36% and counting, and this is looking really good here for BAYABA. They are able to snowball from that one ultimate, and now they are looking to go for the fight yet again. Now Pro Main Tank will be playing the Orisa. We're seeing a bunch of Orisa today, interesting enough. Sees Arpin though. In the meantime, in the back line, Aki gets the stick. Respect. Gonna get disrespected there. Falling on down. Arpin right now with a push on. And the coalescence here from Naruto. The beam absolutely on point. Mops up the rest. And another successful fight here and now for BAYABA. It looks like they're looking to just sweep NNT-K on this map. Ruins looking really good for them. And it seems like today BAYABA has woken up a little earlier than usual. It usually takes them a map, not just a round. But this time, the #1 seed is going to be back in full force. Self-destruct available, sees Coco Ball. Flashbang is there. William in the meantime, Dragon Blade. But where's Carnival? Actually gets picked off by Arpin. So no nano boost here. William making do with what he has. 42 trade so far. Arpin showing the lethality of the Primal Rage. But it's Winston now in a bit of a pickle. There you go with the retake from NNT-K. They get the flip on and finally get some progress going their way. Anyway, though, we have Cocaine Love. It's so weird to say his name on stream like this, but if that's his name, and if that's what the Lizard account says, then might as well. So I like the tackling keeper from attack. He's hiding on the side. The Orisa, of course, gonna be able to stay on that point. But if everyone else is on the other side, well, he can just get completely ignored. So the idea is sound, the idea is creative, but the execution leaves a lot to be desired. And there you go, the execution from BAYABA, a lot more potent. Pro main tank, gonna be all alone. You can't play main tank if you have no one behind you. And that is gonna get the takedown there. I would have expected the blue hand side of NNT-K to actually build around Pro Main Tank's positioning, making sure that they could keep that Orisa alive as much as possible, forcing the fight there, having that safety net. But when you are out of the play park, well, that is gonna be your demise. William right now gonna get nano boost up, but on the flip side, it is gonna be BAYABA yet again ignoring the points. They go for 3 quick kills. Here we go right now with the Doomfist trying to get the punch on. Coalescence yet again, courtesy of Naruto, pointing the beam on up. Cocaine Love gonna go down, and that is gonna be BAYABA taking this map 2-0. It's been a long day for these teams yesterday, and it seems like it will take a little bit more to wake up from the Emerald Dream. The play of the game goes over to the Moira Coalescence. Just a big beam on, points in, sees the Pantheon, sees that this is an easy way to get on the inside. And there you go, victory taken by BAYABA. We've seen them take victory before on this stream, and it looks like they are edging themselves to do the same yet again. And in the meantime, confirmation is there. Ilios going in the way of BAYABA, taking that one 2-0. It was a hotly contested match there on Well, but Ruins turning into something a little different. And a little questionable there to NNT-K by the tail end. I was really a fan of the idea of putting the Orisa there. I've seen it before work in ladder, and I've seen it before work in a few occasions, especially since the dive is a lower damage composition. But when the Orisa doesn't become the center of the attention, well, what is your main tank actually doing? You want to take the attention away from them. You want to be protecting your DPS, protecting your supports, making sure the heals and damage keep on coming. But if the main tank is the only one left, well, that's not gonna work out anytime soon. So right now it is gonna be BAYABA's pick, it is gonna be NNT-K's pick. And of all things, we are gonna get a different hybrid map. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to see a little bit of variance, and it is gonna be Eichenwalde for our map #2. We're just waiting on for confirmation here and now as BAYABA is looking for that side. But highlighting Eichenwalde, this might be a few shenanigans here and now from NNT-K. We've seen them play the dive. I understand why they don't want to play King's Row. Sure, dive can work in KR, but here in Eichenwalde, they can move around the castle, look to try and make things work. BAYABA gonna be choosing the attacking side. And the thing about this, Eichenwalde might be a double-edged sword. As we travel into Eichenwalde, there you go, we're confirmed to see that hybrid map. Now the thing about Eichenwalde though, it is a map where the Doomfist can actually run rampant. There's so many rollout spots, there's so many ways for the Genji to actually be effective, the Genji, the Hanzo, the Pharah. But at the same time, the dive here for NNT-K might really be their bread and butter. So we'll see how this is gonna go as we move into the game. Eichenwalde right now. And NNT-K gonna be on that defense first as BAYABA chooses to go on the attack. They want to see how the blue hand side is truly gonna be defending, as they were always on the defense on the Ilios side. Especially there on Ruins, just a 100-0 sweep. NNT-K needs to step up to be able to step on against BAYABA and be able to securely say that they can be the #1 team here in OD Pacific. We talked a little bit about the history of BAYABA and NTK before, but it really has been very sided to BAYABA. It just seems like, hey, you know, we're the #1 seed. You guys are #2 seed for the reason. But anyway, though, we'll see how this is gonna go. As Arpen looking to play that Wrecking Ball, I'm amused by a few of the chat things, but I can't really reply to those unless we go back to more normal chats. You know, if you want to do something with the rewards, do whatever you want, man. Carnival, though, if you want this on, let's talk about the defense. Ryan Diva, pretty much standard of the meta by this point. Roman Tank and Cocaine Love, gonna be looking for some displacement, gonna be looking for a Fulcrum, Steadfast, and Thruster boosters. All these buffs onto these two heroes, allowing them to be a little more viable, and you always gotta love the shatter on the Reinhardt. Everyone knows how to play Reinhardt if you're a main tank. It really is my first main tank, and it really has been the standard of Overwatch. But here we go with Arpen. We have seen him huge shatters before, especially in the last series last night. But Kokoball already with the first frag, able to take care of the Doomfist. We were expecting this onto this map. And Amyo gonna go down at the very start. But Bono on his signature Zarya. He's so potent with this, especially when he has 100 energy. Able to mitigate the damage loss if a DPS dies or if the punches don't connect. But right now, good read here from NNT-K. They expected all of this coming their way. And they are gonna be able to defend this first minute. I like the rotation there from NNT-K. They gave chase. They saw Arpen was all alone at the very start, and they did find the stragglers all the way home. And for now, we do see a swap on over. A naked Pharah yet again here now for Amyo. So we've seen this before here for BAYABA. They don't play the Mercy with it. They don't want to full commit, especially with the Diva into play. But this time, it is going to be the Diva. It is going to be the McCree and William with the hot hand. I don't think the Pharah is going to work out anytime soon into this one. Basically, the Pharah is just there to take away the attention from Bono and Aki. But when you die that fast, well, they turn around, go into the front line, take care of names, and NNT-K looking so solid. It seems like it was just that first map jitters, and NNT-K looking like an absolutely well-oiled machine. You can see how quickly they execute on the spot. They take care of the Pharah, they push on in, and everything is gone in a flash. In the meantime, here we go with the Shatter, and Probe Attack! Gonna be able to get one over Arpen at the very start. Still though, no one dies. It's an opportunity here for BAYABA to get their own huge Shatter. Arpen creeping closer and closer. The Pharah right now hiding by the building, just bombarding along the way. Here we go now with the stun. Gonna get blocked up by Probe Attack. Well done there on the defense. 1-for-1 trade so far though. Arpen charging on in, able to take care of Respect. And Cocaine Love with a self-destruct in behind. Gonna get absolutely nothing. The Pharah quite low. Kokoball actually gonna get a hit there. And now the Blizzard is available. The grab to the Surge gonna be in to play as well. And now it's gonna be time for the Black Hole. It's gonna be time for the Deadeye as well. And no William, unable to get any of the shots. Naruto sacrificing his life for the greater good. But what is the greater good when no one is left behind? Arpen though, swinging on in, and Aki right now with that Death Blossom yet again. 2 frags on the board here for the Reaper. Cocaine Love gonna get DMX'd, and this Diva in a bad spot. Raid form executes at one on the spot. Kokoball though actually dropping onto the poor Reaper. We didn't even see that one coming. The Bite Grenade from Chongsal just a little too late to actually reach. But there you go, first points activated here by BAYABA. We are gonna see a push yet again. Nana Boost is available. And I believe we are on the client yet again, so that's a really hype thing. Big shoutouts to Blizz on that. Hopefully we are going to get more matches into the future, but right now, Pro Main Tank can have that Shatter ready to go in just a bit. Rally right now popped though by Naruto. And he's going to be keeping the armor on. Fire Strike though to toss up on top. Rocket Barrage available! And they are actually going to go for it! Nano Barrage making it rain, gets the crack onto the shield. But overall, 2 ultimates for the price of nothing. It is going to be a shield that can regenerate. It will take a while though for NNT-K to drop on down. Finally, they do. Shatter is available still though for Pro Main Tank and Arpen. Another war of the Reinhardts. Another brawl between the stunts. William right now though, finding out Naruto, sees the Brigitte on the high ground, and that's an easy pick there. Flashbang into the Phantom Hammer, now gonna look for that Pharah. Arpen though, going for the Shatter, and the Brigitte to the floor. Good pick up there from Arpen. Pin again! Gonna be able to catch out Carnival. And BAYABA, through their main tank's prowess, gonna be able to turn things around. Just good pick off there onto Pro Main Tank, allows them the opportunity. Kokoball caught in the back line. And this is looking like a steady push here from BAYABA. But NNT-Kingdom still gonna be in this fight. They have the Shatter available. They're gonna be looking to contest this one as much as possible. Rally right now coming online. And here we go with the self-destruct. Shatter in behind. And Cookie Love gonna be able to mop all of that one up. The bridgeway will be the execution points of all of BAYABA. And that's gonna be a team kill there. Let's watch that one again. How did that actually go? Self-destruct comes there. And it just gets tossed into the backline. We saw the Shatter, didn't get much. Good boop, good whip shot, puts the Reinhardt in a very, very awkward scenario. There you go, NNTK right now. A minute 50 on this defense. Beautiful headshot onto the Genji. But Abio able to stay alive through grit and through that charge time. You can really see that in muscle memory wise, the Widowmaker nerf has affected these players. Because Kukaball, just knowing by instinct how long he has to charge it before. And right now, since he didn't fully charge it, it wasn't enough to get the pick off. Bono though quite low, this time respecting the percentage. One goes down already, Aki in the meantime, Deadeye. And I like the protection there from Ambio. Goes for the deflect, but Kokoball is just popping off and literally popping heads right now. Looking for the Genji in the air, doesn't get it. Arpin in the meantime already with the reset. Here we go with the Lucio. And this is Kokoball just absolutely magnanimous. Look at that! In the face of the Lucio, grapples on, and you would think this is another kind of game. But the Widowmaker looking really hot. A minute and 2 on the clock. So what does NNTK stand for? It is Nascent Niala Team. I have no idea what that means, but that is pretty good branding. It looks fancy. It sounds fancy. And they sound like a really cool org to get under on. But right now, Kokoball looking really cool, calm, and collected. Pops in for sight. It's a UAV online, making sure that they get the sight lines, they get the information that they need by this last fight. In the meantime, Arpen and Bono have their tools of the trade ready to go. Shatter is available. Gravity Surge is there as well. And it's gonna be time to see the push here and now. Kokoball though, another pick off. Gets the headshot immediately onto the Lucio. Dragon Blade into the field. Gonna be able to 3-4! Graviton Surge into the blade, and that is just gonna be a summary execution on the spot of NNTK. What a play there from BAYABA. And at the very end, they clutch things out. Team kill is there, but will it be enough? That's gonna be the real question. 10 seconds remaining. Here comes the defense yet again. Spawn advantage in favor of NNTK. Main tank gets a touch on, but he's quite low already. William charging that Deadeye. Aki doing the same. D-Mech is there though. Bono going down. And here we go with the lock on. The T-Vel gonna get caught. Flashbang right now. Headshot connecting. Gonna get the takedown. Rally right here, right now. And Respect trying to just beat Respect out of the opposition, but he will go down. Aki getting on the board as well. And that is going to be the payload captured here and now. 1 minute 25 on the clock. And Main tank, please don't expose yourself. He's just hiding, making sure that the rest of his team can come back with him on points. So anyway though, this is, I believe this is the previous, oh yeah, this is the previous replay. We didn't get a bit of a snippet there onto that Genji Dragon Blade. But what a well-executed Graviton Surge there. Main tank though, gonna be keeping up with the positioning. They will look to defend this corner. No Chandelier shenanigans, but a self-destruct might be in the cards! Arpen executed on the spot, but Aki is showing his mettle yet again. Hot hand with the revolver. Gonna be able to get that takedown. Kokoball swapped over to the Hanzo to no real effect. Flashbang now catching the Diva, not even looking. Gonna be able to get the toss on over. And the payload at the throne room already. Will Baldrick see this one through? Yes, they will. And 39 seconds on the clock. BAYABA snowballing from the second to the third at that last fight. Perfect clutch factor. And that is what you want to see from a kind of team like this.
Initiating match.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen, and yeah, we have seen a lot of different compositions here from NNTK and BAYABA. Yesterday, it was a little more subtle, it was a little more reserved. We were seeing more on that Rhine Diva action, but it was BAYABA on stream who was willing to show their cover picks. They went for the Doomfist, the Genji, as well as the Zarya. And speaking of the Zarya, Bona has absolutely shown on up. It seems like we are going to need a pause though, as NNTK did lose a member right now. Might be a reconnect since no one is actually calling for the P. So we'll keep on with all of this. By this point in time, you can really see what BAYABA has in store for any of their opponents through strength, through combinations. and just absolute hero plays. We've seen Bono do it before, and we see him do it again today. Arpen gonna be able to have the same factor. And right now, as we said before, this isn't the DPS from yesterday. I believe we had Ambio into a few of the matches, but it was more or less Gyoki who was showing on up with the Doomfist and the Genji. But Ambio has been doing such a good job, if not even better, at a few cases. Hopefully, we're gonna see more and more here now from the BAYABA squad. Hopefully the roster stays through and stays as one. Let's see if we go into the action yet again. BAYABA on this defense, already playing into the front lines. In the meantime, Pro Main Tank as well as Kane Love are going to be pushing on in the Reinhardts and the Zarya. Looking to get as many hits as possible. Looking to go for some ult charge at the very start. But Bono actually outclassing his opponent already. 27% on that Zarya. Very, very quickly done. Gravity Surge takes quite a while to actually charge up. But Arpen taking care of one. Here comes Amka dashing on in. Pro Main Tank going down for the count. And in the meantime, it's gonna be a brawl with respect. The Brigitte gonna fall on over to the hand of the Genji. And by this point in time, BAYABA looking around, making sure even the villages around Eichenwalde gonna be kept safe under their ever so lasting vigil. The corpses of NNT-K as well as the corpses of Omnix littering the streets. But right now we are going to be focusing on to the action between these two teams, as here comes Ambio going to that high ground. William right now is going to be on that hand, so it's Coca Ball on the McCree, so we see a little bit of a swap. Carnival though, ready with that Nana Boost, going to be giving it to Pro Main Sam, and that's going to be a far strike there. Bono blowing himself up, just a little too much power that he can't handle. And Arpen trying his best to brawl against Nana Boosted Reinhardt, but you can see damage reduction in full effect. And NNT-K gets the team kill. That's going to be just a good Nana Boost there, allowing the Reinhardt to brawl as much as possible. This clash here, you can see Arpen is just desperate to get this kill. Saw the buy grenade, but it just doesn't happen. Sleep darts actually shut things down, and NNT-Kingdom gonna be able to get the push on in. So by this point in time, here comes the blue hand side, opening the gates to the remnants of Eichenwalde Castle. Historical site, yes, gonna be a good place avocation, maybe. But the payload delivery is oh so sweet. But here comes the Nano Blade from above. Ambio dashing on in. Sleep Dart from Carnival. He doesn't die. He can never die apparently. Dishonest staying alive. Pro Main Tap with that shatter. Here comes Kane Love going for the Grapple Surge as well. And what a turnabout there from NNT-Kingdom. The Sleep Dart from Diana just connecting to the dashing Genji. Well read Pro Main Tap. Able to just get a little bit of that survivability on. And that is just basically gonna be another wipe here. NNT-Kingdom feeling the snowball effect in full force. And by this point in time, we do see Coco Ball get picked off by the castle. As here comes BAYABA coming closer and closer to the high ground. They go already. The Hanzo, though, of Ambio. And we look to play the range game. Wants to find a way to duel against William. It is going to be a mirror matchup on the side of the DPS, on the side of the support, and on the side of the tank. 3 for 3 right now. Full mirror matchup. Full respect to one another. Trying to just outclass each other in terms of mechanic skill. But Ambio right now going to be able to take care of Carnival. Here comes Naruto though with that rally. Grab the surge. Going to be tossed out by Bona as well. Coco Ball in the meantime. Looking for a turnabout. Deadeye this time doesn't get much. Cocaine Love gonna be backing on out. Where is Carnival and all this? All the way back in spawn, pretty safe. But overall, this is BAYABA right now, turning things around yet again, going back in their favor. Sits and Sat going around and around we go. Still though, that payload gonna be at a corner of contestability, and I feel like BAYABA gonna be happy to be fighting in this front line. Arpen right now looking to brawl against Pro Main Tank yet again. Naruto forced back on out. Oh, where's Bono going? He's gonna give it that bubble on, and Aki can actually get that takedown on the respect. 1 for 1 3 so far. Combat roll to get on the way. That's gonna be something Tom Cruise would love to see on the next Mission Impossible. But Pro Main Tank doesn't even care. Through threat right there, right then. Bono right now turning around, wants to go for the kill onto the Zarya, onto the Reinhardt rather, and the Zarya gets that takedown there. NNT-Kingdom losing Pro Main Tank right now. Still going for the push though. They are trying to get a little bit of progress before they need to disengage. And Coco Ball doing the best he can on that McCree to get a little bit of that objective progress. Still though, NNTK can regroup by the other corner. Arpen in the meantime taking back control of where the payload is stationed. And the high ground Anakin, as we say, is going to be here and now, brawling on over yet again. Pro main tank versus Arpen has been a good matchup so far, but this time it's Arpen getting the nano boost into the pin onto Kokoball. Seems like he's absolutely magnetic. 2 kills so far, make that 3. And the rampaging Reinhardt doesn't even need the shatter to mop things up. What? What luck? You can say like, what luck? Like, I feel like I can't even say it's luck. It might just be calculated. It might just be God's grace on the earth. It might be a gift of the gods named Arpen. But just that charge. He charges in, actually catches a Kokoball. And maybe, just maybe, if they are going to be able to take this match, he can go for a little bit of the Lotto Ball tonight. Anyway though, still Ambio on this high ground. The archers on top of the castle wall. We've seen that in any kind of medieval film. In the meantime, here we go with Transition. The Skulking Assassins down below, trying to get on all over. You might want to toss a coin to your Witcher into this one. The Guard of the Surge is available here for Kane Love. Fire Grenade though being tossed. That's going to be a proper potion. Shatter right now to try and drop on that. Guard of the Surge here. That's Kane Love going to get used. And Season 10 back in full force. William gonna get 3 right there, right then. Exactly the combination that NNT-Kingdom needed to get back into this one. Akido onto the high ground, gonna be brawling against Kokoball. Flashbang there from the Blue McCree will be able to take that small victory. With a minute on left though, here comes BAYABA yet again. Going on to the right, going on to the left, doesn't want to concentrate. Making sure that they do have a little bit of variety in terms of their movements. But Deadeye right now here from Kokoball. Gonna lock on onto Diana, that's gonna be a takedown onto poor Chongsal. So Arpen out in front, Bro main tank gonna get an added boost, and here we go yet again. The beatdown bar brawl takes care of the break, breaks down the Reinhardts, and it's the same result every single time. Diana gives the nano boost onto the Reinhardt, while the other Reinhardts and the other Brig are both gonna die. Anyway though, while we have time, as the payload is being transitioned into the castle gates, into the castle interior, there you go, just a perfect Dragon Strike cutting through the bulk of BAYABA. And NNT-Kingdom going to be coming on back, brawl on the inside. Now, a while ago, BAYABA just won outright. One clash is all it took for them to fall in love with this point and move all over to get that capture. In the meantime, NNT-Kingdom looking to do the same, trying to get that time back advantage if they get to the full cap here. Still though, Aki right now, they do the Deadeye on the defensive end. Shatter from Pro Main Tank. Arpen will have to defend. And look at the reaction time from the Reinhardt. Well played there from Arpen. Pro Main Tank though, go for the counter stun. And Kokoball actually taking the first frag. Arpen right now though, gonna get that fire strike on. Well flanked there from Kokoball, but right now the fight is gonna be in the front lines, and they're gonna need all the firepower that they can get. The red hand side as well as the blue. Butting heads yet again. The Reinhardt and the Reinhardts just looking to smash onto each other. It feels like when you say Reinhardt and Reinhardt, you can just go with the full voice line of Reinhardt, Reinhardts. But with now, the shatter is available. Onto the outside we go. Actually gonna get a flashbang on up. Good toss there from Kokoball. But he's gonna sacrifice his life for an ultimate. Time back now, whipping down. And here comes Affy. He wants to go for the shots. He wants to break down that barrier. The shield busted already. The bubble gonna be next on the list. Cocaine love the targets. And I like to say from Aki, really trying to get the Zarya, make sure the energy is reset. Unfortunately, it is gonna be to no avail. On the other hand, Ambio getting a snipe onto the McCree. And with the Dragon Strike available, gonna be an opportunity here. And now for BAYABA to return the favor. Bono hiding by the rocks. Here we go with Naruto transitioning on in. Graviton Surge as a surprise. Twin Suns are here. And Twin Dragons gonna be tossed on that. Super Dude Train so far. Exactly the same amount of casualties on both sides. And the two Reinhardts hitting each other yet again. Here comes William right now, the only survivor. But the Hanzo's amazing grace gonna be serenading him to his demise. And BAYABA gonna take another map to their name. I have all the respect for these two teams, and honestly, you can see that these two teams are so evenly matched. It's ridiculous just how close that last fight was, how synchronized but it was on both ends. But BAYABA just having a little bit of the edge. There you go though, with the Dragon Blade, literally stands on top of his opponents and falls down to the ground on top of those corpses. There you go, guys. Game number 2 going the way of BAYABA, and right now they are one map away from taking the 3-0 sweep yet again. Will they be able to do it though? That's gonna be the real question. Last time they fought in the regular season, it was the result. This time, it might be in the cards, and if BAYABA does take this victory, well, they are going to be going for the cash prize as we see the confirmation there. Eichenwalde taken by BAYABA. In the meantime, all the respect, as I said, to NNT-K. NNT-Kingdom has shown that they truly belong at the top of the top, but at the same time, they're just a little bit of a step behind in those trades. BAYABA able to get a little more value overall, and honestly, it wasn't really the defense of BAYABA that won there, but it was the offense of BAYABA that won. If BAYABA wasn't able to just basically snowball from their ultra clutch second to third, that could have been a different result, because NNT-Kingdom got a good foothold onto that third point, had a good way to actually get the shots on, and I love the flank there from the McCree. Unfortunately, it just wasn't the case, and they were beaten back. We saw that last clash come. The twin Dragon Strikes, twin Graviton Surges. Every time a Nano Boost, Reinhardt would go for the brawl, someone would die on the other side. And consistency is key here for both of our teams, but you can already see that BAYABA, just a little bit of that polish, allowing them to have the edge. Now the real question here is, can BAYABA finish things up already? Map number 3. Gonna be a big one, but by this point in time, it is gonna be Dorado picks here by NNT-K, and I love this already. We have seen so many different maps for this session, for this matchup, and Dorado, it's gonna be a nighttime brawl into this one. It seems like we are gonna get a swap on side. However, it's BAYABA on the defense this time. They want to make sure that they can secure this victory as quick as possible. And let's get into the action. Let's get into the fray as we travel into Dorado. The bell's gonna be ringing here. It is gonna be a great time on the streets. Maybe a fiesta gonna be in the cards into this one, especially if BAYABA can take it here and now. Hometown hero perhaps. The two Korean squads face off into another map. So welcome back, guys, into map number 3. And by this point in time, BAYABA looking to be in control of this. Arpen, Bono, Ambyo, Aki, Naruto, and Chongsal, all fighting for their lives, all fighting to get to that top 4. In the meantime, Pro Main Tank, Cocaine Love, Carnival, William, Coca Ball Respect doing the same. But it seems like NNT-K just bleeding right now. They've had a good run so far, and they dropped to the lower bracket finals due to such a close loss. I believe it was a 3-2 against Team VVV, or Fearless Gaming as I recall. And they were waiting for whoever would win from yesterday. And we already saw the warpath of BAYABA. Beatdown on Divo, beatdown on Speed Game GG, or Aries Gaming as they like to call themselves then. And well, we have really been following this team for quite a while. They're one of the few teams that really allowed coverage to happen, and most of their matchups were with teams that did so the same. So we're not playing favorites in terms of the coverage, guys. It really just fell in the hands of BAYABA all throughout, and they have been our saving grace, and they have really shown that they do belong at the top of the top. But by this point in time, they are going to be playing this dive competition. Bono though hooked up already! And it's going to be Halt Hook here for Cocaine Love and Pro Main Tank. Seeing the Road Dogg in the open division. Surprise, surprise, but it will be a swap on over already. They know that high ground advantage is going to be a little too much to handle. And Pro Main Tank and Cocaine Love going to be respecting the opposition. Arpen going to be going for the Tazon down yet again. All about that energy, all about that electricity. And again, Genji going to that high ground yet again. Coca-Ball though onto the Widowmaker. We have seen him be potent, getting headshot after headshot on that second point on Eichenwalde. Can he do the same though with these angles? Oh, Arpen gonna be in his line of sight, connecting onto the face of the Gorilla. To the high ground we go yet again. Coca-Ball right now just trying to juke away from the Diva, but Bono a little quicker on that movement. Gonna be able to move around the map easily. A little bit of revenge perhaps, but Bono gonna be falling on down to the hand of Cocaine Love. And this is now NNT-K getting the first minute push. So by this point in time, NNT-K gonna be going all over to the fountain, climbing on up. Here we go though with a Brigitte from Naruto. And it seems like the only swap here and now for this defense is gonna be a Doomfist into the field from Ambyo. Pro Main Tank though sees Aki. The combat roll into the Abyss gonna be falling on over. You don't want to roll against your opponent's moving into your opponent's hearts. But it's a 2-for-2 trade so far. The Doofus right now gonna get caught. Now the boost though to keep him alive. Self-destruct gonna be tossed as well. And Proman Tank leaping into the fray just to get punched away by the Doofus. Cocaine Love next target might fall on over. That Diva quite low. The Baby Diva actually ignored by this point. And we have a Reaper right here, right now from Kokoball. NNT-K realizing they need to play close. They need to respect their opposition. And with the Widowmaker, they'll be unable to actually get back that value. Especially if Arpen, Bono, as well as that Doofus are able to get the jump on in. I'm sure the Widow could have worked there for Kokoball. But you can already see the pressure. You could already see how close that BAYABA wants to play things out. Right now though, here we go with the rally yet again from Naruto. And we have this has been a contention point for a few in the audience in the discussions for this open division. We're seeing these early rallies sometimes, but this time it is gonna be just an engagement fight instead, using the armor to try and mitigate that initial damage. Back in the meantime, priming that Deadeye, and he wants to go for the execution. Pro main tank, all charged up, will fall on over. But as I was on the point before, it has been a factor that the Brigitte rally is used a little too early, and it leads to the demise of the team who does so. The Brigitte rally doesn't give permanent armor anymore. I believe it was only 30 seconds in terms of that armor timer. But yeah, that is the true use of it in the first place. You can see how Naruto wanted to go for the offensive, and NNT-K took it like a champ. Now, what can you do in a matchup like this? What can you do in a situation like that? Well, you can buy yourself space, make sure that you can try and poke away that armor first. But William doesn't even care about the pokes, because the Dragon Blade executing 3 on the spot. It's a slice and dice and everything not so nice. NNT-K executing, NNT-K just decimating, and NNT-K a cut above in this fight. A Dragon Blade there from that Genji, just so effective. And in the meantime, here we go with the payload being captured. Self-destruct available though for Cocaine Love. Punch though comes on in. The Doomfist just trying to fend them off. And Pro Main Tank hiding on the side already. Sees Zappy on the board. Gonna be leaping on over to the Winston, but that's good damage done already. Nanopus right now to keep the McCree alive. William trying to go for the execution. Doesn't get it. Deflect instead is into play. And a Genji in no man's land. Here comes a leap on in. Arpen just no disregard for the opponent's life. Here comes the leap on in yet again. That Blossom right now from Kokoball. Gonna be leading to a kill there onto that Doofus. Turnabout fair play yet again. BAYABA overextending the lines. And then might get punished here. Here comes Arpen though. Brawling yet again. Rally right now from Naruto. Sees the Reaper already. Wants to go for Kokoball. Beating on down as much as possible. This is gonna be a flurry of action here into the front lines. But it seems like NNT-K gonna be taking that high ground for just a bit. Looking to drop one down the opposition. And speaking of the drop down, here comes Ambio yet again. 1 kill already here for BAYABA, and they're stalling for time as much as possible. They're fighting for their lives. They're fighting as a unit, making sure that even if we lose this fight, we are going to be on this stopping point. They'll be able to contest the corner later on, and there you go. BAYABA retreating, going to be regrouping, trying to make sure that the bank will be safe and sound. In the meantime, NNT-K already pushing their lines, trying to find opportunities, trying to find a way to just push the opposition off that high ground. Got Primal Rage, we got the Dragon Blade, we also have the Coalescence ready to go here for Pro, Main, Tank, William, and Respect respectively. So NNT-K having a lot of tools in their arsenal, and it seems like they don't even need it. Never mind, BAYABA getting 3 on back so quickly. A flurry of kills there from the Diva, the Doofus, and the Brigitte. Just surprising everyone, including NNT-K. It looked like a hot start for them, but everyone just falling on over. Sustained could not be found anywhere else. Self-destruct there, courtesy of Cocaine Love and the Baby Diva. Gonna be falling on over. A little bit of wasted ultimate there from NNT-K. We've seen that before from the squad. But right now, every ultimate that they need, every ultimate that they can optimize will be a big boon to them. A minute now remaining, and NNT-K gonna be staying on that low ground still. In the meantime, high ground taken here and now. Never mind, into the engagement we go. Nanopus and Doofus. BAYABA really likes doing this. They really like putting their opponents on the toes by just suddenly attacking. But when you go on the attack on the defense, well, that exposes your backline. And that's what Pro Main Tank, William, as well as Kokoball look to exploit. Bono though, self-destruct. Doesn't get much. Carnival in the meantime. Sound barrier is popped. And to sustain here and now for our Red Korean squad, we're gonna be looking to push this payload to the end of the second point. Bono though still staying on that high ground. Gonna get Z-Mech though by Pro Main Tank. Sees the low HP Baby Diva. Gonna be trying to keep things up though. And Aki right now, catching out the Winston. 10 seconds left here and now. Aki showing his metal with the McCree. Deadeye available. Here comes BAYABA. And NNT-K forced back on that, but what is this on the payload? The Genji of William looking for the ninja cap. The Cyborg Ninja though gonna drop on over, fails the Shinobi class. And now NNT-K trying their best, trying as much as they can, but BAYABA yet again on the defense, go on the attack, show this ferocity, show this aggression. And only half the map captured here by NNT-K. This is looking really dicey for the red hand side. So right now NNT-K gonna be playing the defense instead, and we'll see if it is gonna be enough for the red Korean squad to defend on that first point. In the meantime, BAYABA has shown truly that they are a reckoning waiting at the wings. They are a tide, they are a storm, and especially when they play the Doomfist and the Genji. It really isn't the biggest meta right now, but it really suits the favors of BAYABA. They're exploiting these matchups, and you can truly see that in the tier 3 scene, effective use of these heroes can really pull something out of the bag. I feel like the strength of BAYABA is how they are willing to build around this aggression. They find ways to find other damage sources if the aggression blows up in their face. And they are playing things a little bit flexible. Right now they aren't that far yet again, still not gonna be playing that Mercy whatsoever. Oh, is this really gonna be an Orisa Hog? Will this actually be the play? It might be inspiration here from NNT-K because Arpen and Bono were caught by the combo at the very start of the map. Still didn't die, but overall it was, it was a very surprising thing. Anyway, Pro Main Tank gonna be hiding by the building. Playing close, Brigitte to go for the brawl. Kokoball actually playing that Sombra. It seems like hacks are gonna be in the cards here and now. Fardo into the airspace here for Abgo. Aki playing the Widowmaker. It's looking pretty dicey here for NNT-K already. They lose Pro Main Tank first. It seems like their composition just not suited for this direct engagement. On theory, yes, it can work. The Lucian and the Brig though are just quite low on that HP values. The William on that Reaper, unable to get many shots. And with Kokoball just scoping around, looking to infiltrate, that is still time that BAYABA refuses to give. Every single time you try and look for a setup, BAYABA is already on your face. They go for the attack. Aki though, still staying on this Widowmaker. Doomfist right now for Amgo. And it is going to be time for BAYABA's bread and butter yet again. A push, coming to a shove, onto the fountain area go. NNT-K needs to drop some coins there to make a wish to try and salvage this fight already. Cocaine Love though, and trying to keep it up. In the meantime, there we go with the charge yet again. Aki though does have that infrasight, but doesn't even need it because sees everyone in his face. Headshot connecting onto Kokoball. No more Sombra scoping around. The Doomfist actually gonna get that takedown. Bono gonna be all the way in as well. And Cocaine Love in such a bad spot. Oh, that's Eva gonna get Z-maxed. Easy kills here, and now BAYABA 5-10 on the clock. And they are just looking nigh unstoppable by this point. Infrasight still in the cards here for the Widowmaker, and Aki can use it as a tool to just tell off where the rest of the opposition are gonna be. William though already falling down to the hand of the Doomfist, and NNT-K just feeling the pressure, probably buckling under it by this point. Cocaine Love in such a bad spot. Here comes Naruto. Peel here from Carnival. Good rescue from Lucio. The Pro Main Tank trying to desperately salvage some ult charge along the way. Carnival now might be the target. And the Lucio staying a little too long. Will get taken down yet again. Amgo with that kill. Meteor Strike is available. The Doomfist looking to get over to the other side. And now with the Infrasight pops, Aki looking for a target or two. This fends off the Sombra honestly, and that is exactly what Aki was holding that one for. Now Kokoball rather cannot set things up whatsoever. Bono getting the vaporization. And the payload's so close already to the end, they can taste it. BAYABA gonna be forcing out that Sandfire. Good DM though from Cocaine Love, gonna be able to get the chomp on. Self-destruct right now into the back line. And doesn't get much because BAYABA has taken the position that was initially NNT-K's. And here comes Arpen, Bono, and the Brigitte of Naruto. Yet again, the only target left of the Pro Main Tank. And this seems like the chances of the Kingdom gonna be crumbling on over by this point. The Winston, the king of the jungle, sure, but we are in the concrete areas, and Metal is king, Metal is timeless, and Metal apparently can be eternal if Arpen and the rest are gonna be there. The Diva disconnects, Carnival the only one left, and that is gonna be the show. BAYABA takes the sweep 3-0, and what a match there.
game.
Play of the game goes over to that Doomfist. And NNTK just imploding on themselves on this last map. It was a hard-fought effort on Ilios. It was a very hard-fought effort on Eichenwalde. Could have gone either way. But here on Dorado, you can feel the boom. You can feel the pressure just buckling the weight of the world on the shoulders of NNTK. And BAYABA, with the well-deserved victory, they take that 3-0, are going to be guaranteed to take some money home in this open division. So there you go, guys. Confirmation into this one. BAYABA takes the 3-0 sweep, and the first seed lives to fight on for another day. Solid efforts so far here and now from all our teams in the open division. And now, this is a little bit of an issue, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll be right back. But before we go, actually, let's talk about that matchup real quick. NNTK just couldn't keep up with basically all the aggression that BAYABA threw in their face. Eichenwalde was really their saving grace. Eichenwalde was really the map. Like, you can see that, oh, NNTK might be able to make this a 5-map affair. But it seems like at the end of that points, at the end of the third, it just was too much for NNTK to handle. Dorado was a completely different story. It looked so favored in BAYABA. I don't even want to say one-sided. There was still a little bit of fight from NNTK. But BAYABA was just able to basically play with their food, play with their opposition. The first point was still contestable there, and NNTK respectfully getting that 1 point. But by the second and by that defense, there you go. You can see how everything was scaled in favor of BAYABA, and Ambio showing up really well here for BAYABA. I really didn't expect a result like this and a performance like that from him, because we had a different DPS yesterday. But well done to the side of BAYABA. The tank line looking unstoppable yet again. And right now, the BAYABA squad are waiting on for the victor between Saro and Zenith. So we'll be right back in just a few minutes, guys, as we are looking to just confirm if we are going to be able to stream any other matches or not. Stay tuned real quick, because we are going to be keeping up with the broadcast to make sure that these announcements will not go to waste.